Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video you will learn about type aliases and union inside TypeScript, and this is basic and necessary knowledge for everyday work with TypeScript. So let's jump right into it. So here I have generated project for TypeScript, and we did it in separate video. If you missed that video, I will link it here on the top and in the description box below. So what we have here is source folder where we have main TS and it is empty. And we have dist where TypeScript transpiles our TypeScript to JavaScript. And we have almost empty index.html, we didn't use it yet. And of course tsconfig.json, which is the configuration file for TypeScript, and here we're specifying our working directory, which is source, and our output directory dist for JavaScript files. Let's start first with union operator. So let's jump in source main and create here a new property, for example username of type string, and here will be a string Alex. So this is how we normally create properties inside TypeScript. But what can we do if we want to assign several data types inside single property? For example, we want to say that property can be either number or string, and we can do it like this. So for example, we have page number and it can be string or number. And here we're assigning, for example, 1 as a default value, and this is a string. So as you can see, we have here this symbol pipe between data types. And in this case, when we inspect the element, you can see that the type is string or number. And this operator is called union, and we need it to say that some value can be of different types. Also, the most popular usage for union is checking for null, because normally when we fetch some data or we work with some data, we don't have them at the beginning. This is why we are setting them to null. And then when we fetch data, for example, or we got them, then we want to change them to that data type that we want to work with. So let's do this now. For example, we have an error message in our application, and by default it will be null. And then at some point maybe we will get an error and we want to write inside string. This is why we are saying that it can be string or null. And by default we can say that this is null. And actually, just to remind you, if we won't set anything here, then by default it will be undefined. I highly recommend you to always use default values if it is possible. Also, inside union we can use custom interfaces. And if you missed my video regarding interfaces, I will link it here on the top and in the description box below. So let's create here some interface first, for example, interface for the user. So here we're writing interface, user interface, and this is an object. And let's say that it has inside name, and it should be string, and surname should also be string. And now, for example, we want to create a property user, and it can be either by default null because we didn't fetch user, or we fetched it already and then it will be user interface. This is why we are writing here user interface or null. And then by default it will be of course null. So this is completely fine to use inside union our custom interfaces. But of course you need to use union with caution, because I already saw in some projects something like this. So we have here a property, for example some property, and it can be of the type string or number or null or undefined, you got my point, or string array or object. And as you can imagine, of course, this code started with something like string or number, then it was refactored or improved, then we have some other cases, so here is null undefined, then it became too complex, then somebody needed to fix some bug really fast, and we get some union like this. Obviously we can't use it, and this is really not supportable, because here it can be actually whatever, and it doesn't bring us any safety or clarity. Now let's talk about type aliases, which basically means that by default we have in TypeScript basic types like string, number, array, object and so on. And we can create own type aliases of different things. So let's try it here on the top. For example, I will create type ID and I just assign here default string. So actually this code doesn't do anything because we created new type ID and it is actually string. So it doesn't actually matter if we will write inside interface ID like string or ID like type ID, like this. And it looks like the same logic because actually this is string and that is string, but is really important from architectural perspective because you want your code to be as understandable as possible and as simple as possible. And this is really nice to create some type ID and use it inside all entities, for example, inside user interface. So we can write aliases, for example, for basic types like strings or arrays and use it everywhere. Like for example here in username or inside interfaces in props, and in this case it is really nice because you see that okay, this is ID and this is type ID. It's not just some string because everything is like string object array, it's not clear, but here you have a human name, so you create something like unique entity that you can use everywhere. Now let's create one more custom type so you see its benefit. So I will create here type popular tag. And actually, as you saw, we always start types the same like interfaces with big letter. And here I am also saying that popular tag is just string. But just imagine that here we want to create an array of popular tags. So actually what we can do here, we can write an array of strings. So here we have dragon and here, for example, coffee. And if we will check it with TypeScript, TypeScript understands that this is an array of strings. This is why we have here string and then these brackets. And what we can say here is that this is the array of strings. This is completely fine. But the point is that if you are using some entity across your whole application and it's not an interface, it is really nice to read it like this. So this is popular tag and this is an array. And in this case, it brings you clarity and understanding what is it about, and you understand, okay, this is popular tag, this is an entity inside our application, and this is the array of these entities. Of course, this is string, but this is really nice to read and understand. So now you learned unions and type aliases, and this is time to combine them together. So what we can do now is to create, for example, new custom type, and we can name it maybe popular tag. And normally people are using word maybe, of course not a lot of people, but people from functional experience were using word maybe when we want to say that this property maybe doesn't exist. And in this case we can write inside that this is popular tag or null. So what we're creating here is custom type, and here we have union. So this custom type is either popular tag or null. And this is really nice because we created new custom type and we can use it everywhere, and we don't need to write everywhere this union command, so we can simply store it inside additional type. And then somewhere here we can create, for example, our dragon's tag, and this is of type maybe popular tag. And now inside we can either write null or some string, maybe dragon, but not something like empty array. And in this case we will get error of TypeScript. This is really important. And of course we can use inside unions when we're creating custom types, not just other types, but something default. So we can say here like string or null if you need to, but it is really nice to combine together type aliases and unions. So this was everything that you need to know about type aliases and unions in TypeScript. And if you want to learn more about programming, I have a lot of advanced courses regarding different web technologies, and I will link them down in the description box below. And if you like this video and you want more content like this, don't forget to put thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't like this video, then consider watching it on increased speed. And I will see you in my next video.